School when I was obsessed with it. Hi, my name's Laura. Welcome to my channel. As you can tell from the title, this is about the time Matt Bennett, aka Robbie from Victorious.
It's fun to fill your car with gas, it's fun to break
things made of glass.
Made me cry. Before I get into the story, I have to give you a little background information. When I was 11, I became really obsessed with Victorious. Everything I talked about was Victorious. Everything I listened to or watched was Victorious. It literally consumed
my whole life.
I was just a huge stan, big part of the fandom. I say big part of the fandom. I didn't have friends and wasn't known in the fandom. I just mean that most of my time was spent doing fandom-y things. I'm honestly kind of surprised I maintained the friendships that I did in middle school because I just talked about Victorious all the time. It was the only thing I would talk about, and I'm sure that got so annoying to pretty much everyone. This was the first fandom I really got into where I made social media accounts dedicated to it, so I wasn't really sure the protocol. I wanted to make a Twitter, but I didn't realize people made their usernames about the show or the fandom, so I just made it my name. I was too young to be on Twitter, but I lied. Oh, before I really jump into the story too, I should mention I was really obsessed with Victorious as a whole, but the main people I was obsessed with were Liz Gillies and Ariana Grande. Liz played Jade and everyone knows Ariana Grande. Okay, hi, I'm editing this and I realized I forgot a really important detail. Because I was a bigger fan of Liz and Ariana, and I also love musical theater, I was really obsessed with 13 the musical. That's just a little background to the next part. It wouldn't have made sense without it. Sorry. I used to have the 13 script, and I brought it to school with me every day and would read it during silent reading or whatever in middle school, even though I'd finished it, so I memorized it. YouTube.com/Laura Klinger.
for up to the minute tasty gossip about
my beef with Matt Bennett. So one day I'm scrolling on Twitter sometime in 2012, so I was 12 years old. This girl posted a tweet and it was a twit longer. I don't think anyone does twit longers anymore. So I clicked on it because the thing said send a letter to Liz, Matt, and Avon playing Beck. I'll try to find the tweet and show it up here, but basically the gist of it was this girl was going to Matt Bennett's live show, and Liz and Avon were gonna be there, so she wanted a chance to have people who weren't able to go to the show in California to be able to give letters to Avon, Liz, and Matt. And of course, I jumped at that opportunity. Living in Illinois, I was like,
hell yeah, I gotta write these letters, these profound letters to my idols that are gonna make them wanna be friends with me and hang out.
I remember taking some notebook paper and writing each letter. She did mention the show's about Matt. Definitely give Matt one, don't just do Avon and Liz. And I don't think I would have done that anyways because I was a big fan of Matt as well. But my letter to Liz was more I wanna say creepy because looking back, creepy. I was more passionate in my letter to Liz. So I wrote all of them, and her instructions were to put them in separate envelopes and label on the envelope who was whose so she could give them to them. So I did that and I sent them and I was so excited. So I waited. Finally, the day of the show came. I don't remember how long after the show, I got a Twitter notification one day and it was from Avon Jogia himself thanking me and a bunch of other people for sending him fan mail. It was the coolest thing. I think it was, well, I was in the fandom for a long time, so I did get noticed by other members, but it was one of the first times that or if not the first time, a Victorious cast member noticed me on social media. And it just meant so much in my 12-year-old brain. It was the coolest thing in the world. Neither Liz or Matt had said anything. And I was okay, that's fine as long as they got them. Obviously Avon got his, so they got it. I saw that he posted a video that was opening fan mail from his live show. And I was oh, cool. Not that I was expecting my letter to be in there because I did know that a lot of times, from watching YouTubers do fan mail videos, usually letters, they just read themselves. They just open packages. So I watched the whole video and it was the last, I don't know, 5 minutes And all of a sudden, he's like, I usually don't read letters, but I'm gonna read this one. He goes, Dear Liz. And then he keeps going on. I'm 12 years old. Okay, it's Victorious. There's lots of 12-year-old fans. But then it gets to the part that says, I love you so much, and like everything you've done, including 13 the musical. I memorized it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That's when I knew it was me. For some reason, I thought that was something to tell Liz. So I hear that, and my heart stops. The rest of the video, I could not focus. I don't know if he said my name or anything, but the second I realized that I had sent my letter to Liz, to Matt, I got so embarrassed. Started sobbing, like almost having a panic attack. And I was super nervous. People would think I was weird. Like, I wrote the letter and I thought, like, in the moment, these things were like fine things to say. But hearing it come out of someone's mouth and hearing it come out of someone I looked up to so much's mouth, I was like, shit, like that sounds so weird and creepy. People are gonna think I'm this stalker. And like I got super freaked out, and I immediately went to my Twitter and I changed my username from my actual name to a fandom-y name. I don't know if I told anyone. I think I might have told my best friend who was also in the fandom, but I was so embarrassed and like I cried about it for kind of a long time, and I couldn't think about it for the longest time. You know how when you think of something embarrassing you did in your past and you'd be like, ugh, and you like physically cringe? That would happen to me every time I thought about that, so I just like did not think about it because I was like, I have to make sure no one knows it was me. And, you know, I don't know if Matt used my name. I wanted to put clips from that video in this and like do a reaction maybe, but I cannot find it anywhere. I think he might have deleted it. So I was really excited when editing this because I thought I found it, but it turns out he did take it down. So instead, here's this tweet and this section from the Victorious Wiki page about my letter. And so Matt Bennett made me cry. I just want to say there's no hard feelings towards Matt. Even then, I was very embarrassed, but I never had any hard feelings for him. I continued to be a big fan of him and Victorious after that. I was never really sure 100% what happened, if I sent it to this girl and she took out all the letters and she gave it to the wrong person, but I'm pretty sure what happened is I just wrote all the letters and then put all of them in envelopes at the same time, so I'm pretty sure I just mixed them up. I was in the Victorious fandom till I was about 14, so obviously that didn't stop me. It just made me change my username. But then my Twitter now, my new Twitter that I made this past year, is my name now. This was my story time. Matt Bennett, if you're watching, I know you're not, but no hard feelings. Love you. Please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!